guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and you're here with Aisha Watches Anime. We're watching Clevatess. We're on season 1, episode 5, which is called Boilates. I think that's the way you say it. March. So we are finally done with the arc that was at the bandits camp. Thankfully, we basically wiped the whole thing out. Clevatess managed to get out. Alicia is back, and we have a new person in our party. We have what's her new name now? Luna, because she passed, but Clevatess brought her back, and now she's whole, and now she can be there to help take care of little Luna. Anyways, thankfully that arc is over. Alicia's back, and she's got herself a legendary weapon. We'll see where we're gonna head next now that we've got one out of all these episodes. The first goal, which was getting Luna a wet nurse, has been accomplished. So let's see where the gang is headed next. But just before I do, please do hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and please leave some comments. It really helps with the algorithm, and I appreciate it so much. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the episode right now. It's true. He's not lying. They're gonna wonder how you got it. She can carry all that? She's strong. Cute, yes. The baby was around naked too much. Oh, right, I forgot he said the parts were missing. Oh, there you go. You need a weapon. Yes, you can have that. Useless woman. Calm down. Thank you. Give her the respect where it's due. Calm didn't give a damn about you, girl. Respectfully. Little man who uses weird techniques? He didn't exactly look human with them eyes. You know that's slave money. Mm-hmm. I really don't think that's armor, girl. Put that back. He was. Put that down. Why would you put that image in my head? Why would you put it on? There you go. Short sword. Oh, maybe not that short. Never mind. Clan, my God. This human form is getting your butt whooped, sir. The part flies. I don't know why you made yourself that small. You could have gone for grown man. Ooh, good reflexes, girl. Oh, not that good. Just dancing. Oh, he's got magic. Where is he from? Can't do that. Shanae. Oh, she was really in her mid-groove? But he also threw you through a wall. Oh, those are the parts you used. That makes sense. He did use parts of the troll. I mean, he's not scared of dark beasts. Which king? Which king? West. Zafir? Good story. He doesn't want to fight this guy. Plus, he probably doesn't want them to know exactly that he's left his lair. Oh! Magnificent. Okay. Oh, come together and kill the humans. Magnificent. Y'all look like a rooster. enough. There's probably a lot more. Keep your hand down. Yeah, y'all are not exactly selling yourselves well.
だからこそこれだけは説明してもらうぞ。
No, do you?
そいつは自分を勇者だと言った。
That's true.
人族どもの生態を知るための道案内兼盾だな。
All true.
向こうの二人についてもそうだ。人族どもの生態を知るため
Don't mess with them.
俺の邪魔をすればそいつらは殺す。
好きにしろ。勝手に殺させはせん。
He's like, I guess I can't control it, but I'm not gonna let
次は
you.
我が当番だ。
Okay.
ウヌの主が人族の殲滅を
Yeah, let's find out if we have aligned interests.
だから勇者たちも西を目指さない。オーグの協力なしに森を歩くことは不可能だから。
Look at that, you have friends.
こう探しているのか。急にいなくなって困惑しているようだ。
Oh.
何かおかしい。
Something shiny.
自分が把握している限りでも魔獣の子が理由もなく消えたのはこれで9例目。
Oh, they're stealing them.
目的は不明ですが、やっているのは
Studying how to hurt y'all.
オーグたちとは良好な関係を築けていたと思っている。
Can't trust humanoids, man. We're pretty slippery.
オーグの長を呼びますか。
Well, they'll just lie, right?
場合によっては人族の殲滅も考えねばなりません。
Okay, if necessary. See, it seems like most of the beasts have the same idea. Like, leave humans alone as long as they leave us alone.
もしかするとそれは魔獣の子に限った話ではないかもしれんぞ。
Uh-oh.
ここじゃ女は子を産んじゃダメなんだよ。赤子は必ずあいつらが買っていっちまうからね。
Sold Nell's babies.
私は何も知らない。旦那も恐れているようだった。
ネルの子が3度とも死産という。
Exactly. I told you they took her babies and sold them. Mm.
男どもは守っちゃくれない。私らが最低限のプライドを守る。
So wait, she did kill them?
ネルはどんくさいからそうできなかった。
I guess I don't know. We don't know what would have. Oh,
言いたいことは分かった。
that's horrible.
だがネルはここで生まれ育った。
That's absolutely horrible. But I guess we don't know what they're using the babies for.
飛ばされない年になるまで隠し通したんだ。
Exactly. You're still a child killer.
人の赤子を買う連中。魔獣の子。
I was thinking maybe there's a chance Nell could find her babies, but
つまりこの件には魔術というものが深く関わっている。
yep.
魔術。
Oh, we gotta tell you about that now.
魔術を戦争の道具にしている連中。
Hideans?
ウィザードだ。
Oh, wizards.
エスリンとボーレートの争いが続くドーン平原の戦場を変え
Ah, bullet. There we go. That's a hell of a spell. Oh, surprise. Oh, not the plague. Please tell me the horse is out. No, the horse.
た。竜殺しの異名を
We saw him, right? Was he not the one that we saw at the end of episode 1?
宣言このまま前進
What the hell is that?
私の父の仇だ。
So your beef should be with humans, bro. Why are you going to the dark beasts?
アリシア。貴様、仇がいるのに我を殺しに来ていたのか。
Right? Same, Clevatess. Like you're totally misguided, ma'am. Humans still seem to be the problem.
ドレル将軍率いる亡霊都軍は依然南下中。
Okay.
数は5万。
That's a big army.
こっちはせいぜい6000だ。
I see. So everyone wants to get the place now that there's no longer a king.
東の大門と西の小門があり、エスリン側の西門から入れれば門を固めてこの
I'm just saying that one wall looks a little sus.
本当だったんでしょうか。
こうなったら信じるしかないだろう。
Why would they lie?
君や隊長たちの持つ魔剣もそのろなしには作
You
れない。
need hide-ins from the royal family to make this. Okay. That's what I understood. So why do they want the forge?
魔術を開発している者にとってその秘密は喉から手が出る。
Yeah, you think they just left those lying around?
ドセア全土が亡霊都の手に落ちる。
Mm-hmm.
だからさ、ドレル軍を絶対止めなきゃならない。
It's about to be a civil war, y'all. I think the dark beasts just need to just mind their business. The humans will wipe each other out.
アイレン王の死亡を確認。皇太子妃は別の場にいて無事とのこと。
Elsewhere?
問題は 生後6
Okay, Luna is a boy. Okay.
はいですが奇遇にも例のカラスどもから配電人の
No, the Ravens are all dead now.
一緒にいたという少年の髪の色も合致します確かめるべきかと
ならばすぐに行く
Why are his eyes that? Why are his pupils slitted? He's not even
レイナ
human.
ード・スは
Oh, you're a wizard. That's why you're insane.
必ず連れ戻るのだ
Oh gosh. Well, another battle's about to ensue. Man, they always just jump from one issue to another, don't they? Not 1 minute to rest. Not 1 minute apiece. Okay, guys. Well, we're moving along. It looks like there's more stuff. I'm glad we're getting to see some of the other Dark Beasts. I feel like, I'm not sure. There's only, I think, 13 episodes in this season. So I don't know if that's going to be enough time for us to meet everybody or if they have a plan for multiple seasons. We'll have to see with animes. It's so unpredictable these days. But anyway, we now know that the Western king, or I guess it's a queen in this case, but either way, one of the four great beasts, she wants to investigate what's going on with humanoids because apparently the Ogrites actually had a good relationship with the beasts of the West. But recently she said they've been acting kind of shady and the babies, the younglings of these dark beasts are disappearing. So she thinks that maybe it is in fact the humanoids, which let's be fair, it probably is. And then we found out that apparently that they're also buying human babies or babies of all types. I guess it's probably not just human, probably any non-beast race. But my guess is that they're getting the dark beast children because they want to figure out how to hurt them, obviously, so they can either control them, which we saw Vrocco doing, or kill them, right? Which is their way of getting outside of their little encircling of where they live right now. So that's probably what's going on with the beasts. But as far as the children, I think they're trying to see which kids could potentially have any magical talent and then foster that. They can either become more mages if it is in fact mages that are kidnapping them, or at least be able to wield the magical items that they're creating. So point is, people have been plotting. As Clevatess discovered way back at episode 1, humans have not been idle in all this time. They've definitely been looking in different ways of how to push out their borders or to get more control. And we're seeing here in this episode that both I can't remember the name of the feathered guy, but him and Clen are both figuring out that magic is bigger and more vast than they understand. They don't have any knowledge of this in the beast world, which is very interesting because they have magic. Like what Clevatess is doing is effectively magic, and what the wind magic that other guy was using. But I guess they probably don't use that term. They probably just figure it's just something you do as a beast. And so I guess the point is they've never seen humanoids be able to do things that are not just, living and dying, I guess. So anyway, now we know that the Western Lord of the Beasts and Clevatess are somewhat of similar mind, but they don't typically get along. So, even though they don't like each other, common enemy, that might be a collaboration. And of course, Alicia is absolutely shocked at this because first of all, she didn't realize that more than one dark beast could potentially take the form of a human and talk and do all those things. But she's understandably worried about the fact that maybe these beasts might collab. They might work together, because what does that even mean, right? And of course, more importantly, because she's scared that both, these lords have said, we're willing to wipe out humanity if that's what it takes. So she's got valid reason to be concerned. So anyways, at this point, we just know that that's kind of a subplot that's happening. And of course, there is a war brewing, which we saw back in episode 1. This Bolate, I guess, is the name of the kingdom. They want to take over what's left of Hydian for obvious reason. Is it Hydian or Hydian? I keep saying it wrong. But either way, they want to take over it because they know that if they get control of the forge and figure out who can use it and force them to use it, then they're going to have the most powerful weapons in all of the nation, and they're basically going to be able to rule everybody, right? So it looks like Bolate is already pretty much 90% there, but of course they need the royal blood, which is of course Clevatess just happens to have the one key to the weapons that they need. So we now know that there's a magician or a wizard that's now going to be looking for them. We'll see how far they get, but again, this magic, I don't know how the wizard's magic compares to what Vrocco was doing, because to me that's more alchemy than it is magic. But either way, if they're dealing, actually I don't even think they think it's a dark beast though, but we'll see. I think that there's going to be an exposure to human magic very quickly for Clevatess very soon. But outside of that, the happy note of it is that we find out that I called her Naluna, but it's not. It's Nelaru. Sorry, Nelaru. She is feeling great. She's super strong. I think they hinted at the fact that Clevatess used the troll's body parts to make up the ones that Nell had lost or that had been digested. So I think that's why Nell is super strong, because we saw she was carrying way too much that a girl her size should have been able to carry, and the baby with no problem. So, you know, whatever works, right? At least Nell's got a second chance at life. That's what's most important. And then we found out a little dark history because we heard that Nell was saying she was sad she didn't get a chance to say goodbye to the girl she considered to be like a sister. But to find out that this woman was actually the person who took the life of Nell's 3 children, like it... On the one hand, I get what she's saying in that she's like, we don't know what this man was doing. These kids are getting sold. We don't know what they're doing to the babies. In her twisted mind, she thought she was doing these babies a favor. But I really like that Clevatess brought out that, you know, you could have kept, like, you know, this place the way it is. You and Nell could have figured out a way to hide those babies. You could have told Vrocko they died, but then Nell could have kept them hidden until they were old enough to be useful in the camp, the same way that Nell was, right? And again, I know that that was a horrible place for them to have to grow up potentially, but Nell survived, you know, not the greatest life, but she still survived. And as we see now, lived to have a better life. Same with that woman, right? Because she got freed. So yeah, I'm just glad that Clevatess left her with that, like, you're actually a monster. You didn't have to do that. You could have at least tried to let those babies live and see what could have happened. Anyway, more things rolling along with this plot. We finally know who killed Alicia's dad, and I agree with Clevatess. Why are you coming after me, bro, when the man who killed your dad is much more easy to kill? Quite frankly. So yes, little pieces of the story slowly coming together. Plot is thickening. I'm enjoying. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along. If you did, please show some love, and I'll see you in the next one.